8:03 on a Friday morning. Rise and shine, rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Sorry for the tardiness doing the TV and internet thing. So here we are, just kind of multitasking. But it's a beautiful morning and it's a Friday, so we get to enjoy. Let me take you outside live, see what's doing. This is our Tower Cam network. We're looking, of course, in downtown Orlando. We had some clouds that were low enough earlier that they actually blocked the top of the air traffic control tower. So there's that. Let me take you over to the tourist district. Yeah, definitely watching some clouds overhead. So, it's not one of those cases where like it's a mess, but we've got the clouds around Daytona Beach showing even some offshore downpours. So it is what it is. Good morning, though. It's Friday. We've just about made it to the weekend. Here's our first warning live Doppler radar. Rain off the East Coast. Let me zoom into the radar and kind of give you an idea. You can see how everything's moving away, but there's still some rain, like right. Ooh, look at that. Just in the last few seconds. See, you almost snuck by me, a little bugger. Right over Patrick's Space Force base. Quick, look at that. Bloop. In the literally last few seconds, a couple showers developing. Temperatures out the door, mid to upper 70s. Today's another day with impact weather, expecting an 80% coverage of rain. And not just an 80% coverage of rain, but like a later start to it. And that plays in big to our plans. So making plans for this afternoon, making plans for this evening, just a heads up. Just a heads up. It's going to be it's going to be an evening kind of an event. So there you go. Rosalind, good morning. Anna, Matt, good morning. Trina, good morning. Good morning. Cats, tats, and gats. You booked your plane yet? I did. Is that bad? I booked an airplane. So I'm doing the new newscast today, and then I'm like, well, with this later start to the storms, I turn into dad at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm like, hmm. So did I book an airplane? Did I book an airplane for 1 o'clock this afternoon? I did. If the weather looks good, I might even, I don't know, might even try and grab an Alfie or somebody to go because he's off work. All right. So anyway, I'm going to try and make the most of this afternoon. I hope whatever the plan is for you, you try to make the most of the weather until it turns stormy, of course. Jan says, wow, is it ever humid outside this morning? It is, right? It is. Man, oh man. Hope everyone's having a good start to the day. John, you as well, buddy. Good morning. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful start. Yeah. Shane Sanford. Sanford's where I go in and out of. Lorelai's asking, I need a UCF tailgating forecast. So let's talk about that. You look, I'll be out there. You know, I want you to have a great day, but I would just add, it's going to be a day with showers and storms. Okay, upper 80s for tailgate. Watching for a few storms, and we'll take you through Futurecast in a couple seconds. But just know that we are starting with some storms. But for tailgate, it doesn't look terrible. For the game itself, definitely looking stormier and stormier. Okay, all right. So let's take a look at Futurecast in a few seconds here. Hold on, it's loading. All right. So, based on the current run, here's Futurecast. All right. This morning, couple of showers, nothing crazy. But watch how 1, 2, 3 o'clock, we're getting into more and more rains, right? And then 5, 6, 7. See how we're getting more and more rains firing up 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Definitely looks like a later onset to the showers and storms for today. Then continuing 10, 11, it's all tapering off and it's looking good. Let's get into tomorrow, okay? The model data is even saying tomorrow morning could have some light showers in the morning, a little bit of a break. Then there's 4, 5, 6, getting into widespread showers and storms, right? So we'll see how this plays out. But I would say that it's for all outdoor plans for the next couple of days. It just is what it is. So, for example, Hallow Scream starts tonight. Of course, we've got another night of Halloween Horror Nights. There you go. Showers and thunder showers. It's going to be stormy for us, I think, tonight. Before that, though, like heading out to the water parks, the theme parks, Typhoon Lagoon, upper 80s, lower 90s, watching the radar, maybe a quick shower, but it doesn't look too bad, right? High school football, though, unfortunately, is looking a bit rougher. Again, with that later start to the showers and the thunder showers. Yeah, I wish I had better news for you. I don't, but I wish I did. Colleen says, yuck, rain. I know, I know. Gloria says, I can't see anyone chatting. I don't know. We've got several hundred people in with you, though. I see plenty of comments. So there's that. Betty, good morning to you. My goodness. Is it soupy out? It is. Yeah. How do I how do I get up at 6:20 and still come in late? As I can never find coffee talk. No more Facebook alerts. I don't know. Barb says you don't make the weather, you just report it. Yeah, as long as you know. Lucas is asking, what about Ben Hill Griffin for tomorrow? So, it's here. I just have to find it. There it is. All right. This shouldn't come as a surprise. Scattered showers and thunder showers. Yeah, not looking great for the Gators. On field, I can't promise anything, but for the forecast, I mean, it's not looking great for the Gators. So yeah, there's that. All right, 7-day forecast while we're still chatting, but we're very much in this moist weather pattern. And what's so interesting here, okay? What's so interesting is if we all right, first off, normal rain coverage right now is at like 40%. We're going to be at 80% today, 60, 70 this weekend, and basically 67 into next 60, 70 into next week. Now, let's take a look at the tropics because the tropics are indirectly impacting us. And we can get into all the other stuff, but like Invest 90 sitting just off the coast of Louisiana and Texas. But notice all of that moisture from Invest 90 kind of streaming over and impacting us. It's just throwing these waves and waves of rain at us. And you combine it with kind of some early season cold fronts. And basically, our forecast this weekend keeps with a wet pattern, old fronts just kind of draped across. Now, here's one thing that's interesting. Watch through time here. All right, this is the American GFS model looking at water vapor, so moisture. Watch here through time. Green and blue is wet. Yeah, lots of moisture, just wave after wave of moisture for Florida, right? This is all the way until this is a week from today. This is September 13th. But look what happens into next weekend. The GFS wants to try and develop like a little area of low pressure off of our east coast, which grabs some drier air and brings it down to us. Could, not this weekend, but could next weekend, could that be a little lower humidity weekend? Throwing like a backdoor cold front our way? It's possible. We'll have to see how that plays out. For now, don't be terribly sad with the humidity. It just is going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? I always laugh. Where's Cam? He always asks, where's Cam? Darren, I don't know. She's at home, I'm guessing. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. I host Coffee Talk. Cam has not once done coffee. She's been on it, but this is me. So every time you click on Coffee Talk, you're going to get me. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You wouldn't be the first person that I've disappointed today. Not going to be the last person I'm going to disappoint today. I tell you that for free. Oh man. So anyway, there you go. Janice says, yay, lower humidity may come. I don't know. I can't promise. It's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Cold fronts are welcome. No matter what door, they were still welcome. I would agree. So anyway, not lower humidity on the 7-day forecast, but eventually we could get there. Horrible weather, Mary says. I know. I know. Tim, do you like the Friday, Saturday? I do. Yeah, I love it actually. I love it a lot. I'm off. Granted, so this Sunday, next Sunday, Cam's off, so I'll be working the full weekend. But we trade each other off, and that's fine. But yeah, I do love my new schedule. Who did you already disappoint today? And please tell me it's a funny story. Let's ask Megan. Megan Mackey, have I disappointed you yet today? I feel like
Not yet.
not
We still
yet.
have 45 minutes.
I know I disappointed Jeannie.
Yeah, you did.
That's
But did you
every
tell
day.
Jeannie why? Does Jeannie watch?
No, Jean, no, she's teaching. No, I forgot to
Oh,
pull the
okay.
trash out this morning. She's like, you forgot to pull out the trash? And I was like, oh, sorry, at 3 o'clock this morning. I wasn't thinking about that. So there's at least one person I disappointed.
Yeah, nothing yet.
Nothing for you yet?
Not yet.
I'll work on it. Okay, thank you. I'll work on it. Somehow. Somehow I'll disappoint Megan. Now it's a goal. All right. Laura says not yet. Love her. All right, let me get this next TV hit set up. While I'm doing that, questions, comments, concerns, people? What is it? It's the B block. What block is it? Yeah, okay. I need to see what's ahead. Questions, comments, concerns? We got plenty of storms in the forecast. That's a really easy forecast for us right now. Sunday, September 29th, coffee talk from OSW. Gates open at 9. I'm on a cruise, Oliver, for that weekend. Or at least I hope so. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So there's that. There's that. Need to pick a tower cam. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be out of here. Where's our cold front? We'll see. We'll see. We're getting there. We're getting there. The one spot I was concerned with went down to 0%. Yeah, yeah. The tropics are behaving at the moment. So let's not make it frustrated. Now I will say, what do we have? We've got a couple of minutes. All right. So we've got a couple of minutes. We can take a quick look at the tropics here. Just see what the GFS is showing. Area of low pressure forming off the east coast. See that there? Off the coast of like South Carolina, and then something in the Gulf near Texas, Louisiana, nothing crazy. Something coming around, something forming here. Oh, there's Sunday, September 15th. So watch off of our east coast. You see that little area of low pressure developing like just north of the Bahamas? That's what would drag in a backdoor cold front according to the GFS. But what's so interesting is you end up with one, two, three tropical areas off the coast of South Carolina, well south of Bermuda. So you see the one, two, three dots? Interesting how that works. And then something big kind of coming up and recurving around. All right, European, where are we at? We still have some time. European model. Let's go back to the beginning. Something in the Gulf, maybe. Whole lot of nothing, really. So the Europeans also showing around that 14th, 15th, 16th time frame, something developing east of us, and then moving perhaps away, but dragging like a backdoor cold front. That would not be the worst thing in the world. If we could get a little cool front out of that, I wouldn't mind that at all. Yeah, fish storms. It's just been a very interesting hurricane season, right? All right, let me go do some weather here. To be continued. Let's see here. Early love bugs are here. I noticed that as well. Yeah. All right, let's see here. Field trip Friday. There you go. Hurricane stay away on the 20th. Leaving on a cruise the 16th and 20th. Ashley, hopefully we'll work on it. I'm also doing the morning show, I think Tuesday of next week, so we get to do this again. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Yeah. They really do. We are still in such a soggy air mass. And just look at the last 3 days worth of rainfall, right? There are spots that have seen nearly a foot of rainfall. I mean, even on the lower amounts, we're at like 1, 2 inches. So we have been very, very wet. And while, yeah, the sun is up, we've got lots of clouds, lots of moisture in play. We're just getting ready for another opportunity for showers and storms later on. A little bit of fog up around Gainesville if your travels take you up that direction this morning. Otherwise, we are fine. Temperatures out the door mid to upper 70s. And our first warning live Doppler radar is relatively quiet. Lots of heavy rain off the shoreline, though did start to pick up on a couple teeny tiny sprinkles here right around Patrick Space Force Base. We'll watch for a few sprinkles these next few hours, but there's still so much moisture because this old front is here and it's just grabbing Gulf moisture and throwing it our direction. So for today, we'll watch the rain chances going on up. About 1 p.m., we usually by 1 p.m. have a pretty good coverage of rain. Notice today it's only at 20%. It's not until like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we really ramp the rain up, which means dinner time evening plans, bedtime, probably going to be dealing with a fairly active radar. Let me show you our latest Futurecast model run. Here's 5 p.m. with spotty showers turning into more widespread rains 5, 6, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the time frame where the model is at least the most bullish in terms of thunderstorms, downpours, potential for some flooding rains. But notice it continues through 9 o'clock, and then by about 10, 11 o'clock, the rains will be spreading and kind of tapering off little bit by little bit. But we're in a pattern so much so that all of Central Florida is at least watching for the potential of some flooding. Now, if we were to head up to the north from Jacksonville back over to the Panhandle, flooding is fairly possible on a wide scale element. So for today, possible in localized spots, which is why, once again, we're calling today impact weather with the timeline being about 4 to 9 p.m. So if you're heading out to the attractions during the day, I think it's fine. Typhoon Lagoon, Volcano Bay, whatever it may be. Oh, Wet and Wild back in the day. Clouds, quick shower here or there, but I think it's not until really dinner time and beyond. So Hallow Scream starting tonight, Halloween Horror Nights, showers and storms around for the beginning of the event, and then 10, 11, 12 o'clock, things will start to taper off. But here, at least tropically, we're watching little area low pressure, our Futurecast model, trying to develop a little something around Louisiana. But notice no matter what happens, it's just throwing these sheets of energy, these little waves of rain, our direction, which is why we're keeping that rain coverage high. So for today, it's an 80% coverage of rain, but again, it's kind of a dinner time, bedtime kind of time frame. And then for the weekend, keeping pretty stormy. So UCF heading out there, heading over to the swamp, going to be pretty swampy this weekend, and even into next week, keeping pretty stormy. Megan, good morning. Okay. Good. Where were we? Let me scroll up here. Use a wet dryer sheet to easily clean off love bugs. There you go. Field trip Friday. All right. We're spoiled. We all love field trip Friday. Well, we'll have what? Field trip Tuesday. Are we doing it again? Really want to hear thoughts on the parallels between season changes of spring and fall and the love bugs showing up. I mean, I don't know. They annoy me. I know that. I want to do a coffee talk group cruise. Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? Dominic says, I miss Wet and Wild, right? I miss Wet and Wild. Oh man. Going to Animal Kingdom to get our pass holder magnets and thinking of doing Epcot. Looks like I need to get our ponchos out. So our producer, our executive producer said if she orders a um, if she orders a poncho, does that guarantee that we're not going to get stormed on yesterday? Or, oh my God, my brain needs to work. If she orders a poncho, does that mean we're not going to get stormed on at the UCF game tomorrow? To which I just said, I expect to look like this at some point during the game. Oh well. So anyway, the swamp is always a great place to be, right, Colleen? Hey, just wear a poncho and you'll be good to go. Right? Hey, it is what it is. All right, let me get rid of that. We'll go back to the 7-day forecast. How we doing? Everybody else good otherwise? We're just gonna get wet. If I can get my brain working correctly. Jessica says, who would watch at 8 a.m. if we're all on the cruise? We just all have the internet package and we watch together in the same room and we're just nerdy. Or we just do it live. We do the broadcast and those that are at the cruise we can interact with them, those that are, and yeah. You look like a Teletubby in that poncho. I look like a Teletubby in a poncho. That's funny. Oh man. Merch, need an umbrella that says Florida's gonna Florida. I kind of like that idea. Oh my God. I need an umbrella that says Florida's gonna Florida. How do I figure that out? Okay, now see, that's the first time that I've said to myself, it's the first time I've said to myself, I feel like I could sell that. If I could get the boss to let me do something for charity, I feel like that would be fun. Laura says, you would trust me to be on air? You're brave. Listen, you only live once, and if you say it, not me, then I don't get fired. I think. Oh boy. How's flying out of MCO look for late Sunday morning? So this pattern is, at least at the moment, shifting a little later, so I would think that you're going to be pretty good. My chimney cap is leaking, so my fireplace is. Oh no, Carol, I'm sorry to hear that. Laura says, I think, famous last words, right? Well, my clause in my contract isn't for your mouth, it's for my mouth. Oh man, I don't know. All right. Anyway, we have anything else? We good? I think we're good. I like no getting Eric fired. Yeah, I've got kids' mouths to feed for goodness sake. But I love that idea, Gina. I do. Oh my God. All right. Enough. Could order custom emergency ponchos and have Florida's Go to Florida written on them. That's so fun. That was not what you were saying to me over and over before I came on. Yeah, but Frankie, it's because your last name is Burris, and so that I don't want them to get confused. That's all. All right, Laura, I got to figure that out. That just sounds like so much fun. All right. Be the sunshine in someone else's day, y'all. Take care. Thanks for hanging out for coffee talk. I'll see y'all later. Sound good? Sound good?